Now on Talkie Solutions, the Firefighters of Southern Nevada Burn Foundation and the big 2019 Firefighter Bachelor auction. Welcome James Johnson, Karen Cutolo, and Chris Gremse. Thanks for coming in.
Our pleasure.
You guys, everybody loves a firefighter auction. Not just in Las Vegas, I'm sure it happens everywhere. But this event, which is coming up on Saturday, June 8th at the Foundry inside the SLS Hotel Casino. Karen, you are with the Burn Foundation. How long have you been doing this firefighter auction?
16 years. And every year it just gets better and better. We produce more money and the cause just gets so much bigger.
The Firefighters of Southern Nevada Burn Foundation.
It's a tongue twister. I just shortened it up with Firefighters Burn Foundation.
We could do that.
We're the only one in the Valley. We help out with the UMC Burn Center on a regular basis because they are a county entity and they don't get everything that's provided. The county will only give them what they need. And so a lot of times what we do is we'll go in and we'll see what the needs of the children are, because while they're going through so much pain and so much agony, they may not have even a TV to distract them, or they may not have a colorful wall, different things, flip-flops, iPads to distract them when they're getting their treatments. That is part of our organization. Also, we send them to burn camps twice a year, winter and summer. And we also may send the nurses and or family members with them. And what this does is it helps them understand that they're not alone. They teach them how to integrate back into society, because we have a very unfortunate saying, smoke kills you and fire makes you ugly. And I'm telling you right now, these children are not ugly. They're precious souls that were just involved in an accident or something bad happened to them. Also, the Burn Foundation does so many other things throughout the year. If you have seen the fire trucks out at Walmart every December collecting toys, that's our organization also, because we help provide for underprivileged children during the holidays. That's a lot about who we are, what we're about, and we also educate the public about how to keep your doors closed at night, different things. So our organization is very well rounded. It's not just one thing. That's why I'm part of this organization, because we are the only one in town, and I think it's the most important thing. I'm also a firefighter, so it kind of helps me that we can actually help them after the fire is out.
All three of you are firefighters, James.
Correct.
Karen, Chris.
Yes.
So you're intimately familiar. When I've talked with the Red Cross, fire is the disaster that we deal with most here in Southern Nevada. Hurricanes and things like that.
Exactly.
Not really a big problem here.
Right.
However, fires are ongoing and they're constantly an issue. And when kids are involved, the impact that it has on their lives, and I know, Karen, you were describing, some of them have the physical aftermath, and it's one of the things that the Firefighters Burn Association is able to assist with.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we're about, and that's where our core is. And then this other things that we've decided to do throughout the years is something that we added on to our cause, and our cause is to help these children, like I said, integrate back into society and make sure that they know that they're not alone and we're there for them.
All three of you working as firefighters, you know you're everybody's hero, right? Seriously.
This guy and that guy.
That's actually quite humbling. No fireman likes to be called that, because we think the guys that are overseas fighting the wars are the heroes.
We got a lot of heroes.
So we'll take it, but it's quite humbling.
Yes.
Well, James, when you are dealing with a fire, the family that's affected and the children who are part of all of this, you're seeing it up close. So I imagine that makes you really committed to a charity like the Firefighters Burn Foundation.
As you mentioned that, I was just thinking it's great therapy, because sometimes you have to numb yourself to some of the things that you see. But this way, it's kind of a release when you know that you can take your talents or what have you and use them so these kids can benefit, as Karen was saying, through the camps and the education and being acclimated back into society. It's kind of a reward and therapy at the same time.
I like the therapy phrase that you used just now, James, because I would imagine I'll also put you in this category, Chris. As a firefighter, you're seeing what's happened to the home. Everybody's been pulled out of there and their lives are all sideways at this point. I would imagine being part of the Firefighters Burn Foundation and being able to help them after the fact is a really nice salve on your soul.
It absolutely is. When we get a call, we have notes that come up, and you can ask any firefighter, anybody in EMS, when you get in there and you see that a child's involved, it raises the hype level by a million. Indeed. I mean, you are as sharp as you can be. You have so much invested into this call before you even really respond to it. It's really an emotional dump. So you go and you deal with a fire that involves any family, especially children. You go to an EMS call that involves children, and you are just drained afterwards because you have so much invested in there, because there's a certain vulnerability about a child. So when you just have all of this invested into into this one call. And then, as James said, when you get to go back there on the back end and just give back and really kind of see them progress and make the best out of their current situation, it's exactly what he said. It's therapy, because you put so much on the front end. It's so nice to see what comes from it on the back end and be able to see it through, that, we were there for you when this was going on. We want to be there for you after it's over. It's not just when the call's over, it's done for us. No, we want to see it all the way through.
Yeah.
I think after the initial occurrence, getting that update, seeing that they are getting back on their feet with assistance from a group like the Southern Nevada Firefighters Burn Foundation, helping to put their lives back together would be a big step toward healing you guys after going through it.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yep.
Absolutely.
With the Firefighters Burn Foundation, the beneficiary of this big annual Bachelor Firefighters auction, it sounds like it's crazy fun.
Oh, it's an amazing good time.
Yes.
At the Foundry in the SLS on June 8th. Doors open at 7 until midnight-ish.
Whenever.
But all our proceeds do end up going back to the burn camps and the BSI initiative we talked about earlier. And I know firsthand, it is a rockin' good time. And to see these guys get on stage and do what they do, I feel so blessed to be part of this group.
Do you ever get a chance to go to any of the camps for the kids?
I personally have never made it, but a lot of our guys do go. I have a little daughter of my own at home, so I haven't been able to find that moment in time, but hopefully soon.
Well, what about the UMC Burn Center that we're talking about, where a lot of these kids end up being treated? I had a niece years ago who was burned quite severely. It was not a fire, it was a humidifier that dumped over and gave her extreme burns. She was in the burn unit for a long time, and I'd go see her, and the steps that you needed to take to protect them from infection, all of the cleansing and everything, covering your shoes and all of the scrubs and everything that you would need to go through to go in and safely visit the kids. Do you ever get the chance to do something like visit a burn unit like at UMC?
As a matter of fact, when you're going through paramedic school, you get a chance to go through. And you have to numb yourself a little bit. You want them to be strong, so you don't want to fall apart upon them seeing you fall apart while they're trying to be strong. And it's funny you should bring that up, because tomorrow, Karen was probably going to allude to it, we're going to drop off a bunch of TVs to them. As she said, their county is limited in their funding, so it's just something that we get to do as part of the toy drive and the fundraising and things of the sort. I'm looking forward to it.
That's the good part.
Yes,
TVs are the
absolutely.
distractor, and instead of the kids staring at an empty ceiling while they're going through treatment, and yes, burns happen no matter what. It could be a spilled pot,
Right.
tub. I mean, there's so many reasons why a child gets burned, but the TVs are going to go on the walls or the ceilings so they can actually be distracted while they're going through such a painful treatment. That's what we're doing tomorrow. Yes, actually, most of these bachelors are going to be there.
Yeah, that's why we exist, for
Right.
events like that.
Certainly, I wish the county had funds to provide all of this. I guess I'm okay with them taking whatever funds they do have and putting it toward that very critical medical treatment. But the extra stuff is such a big part for these kids.
Indeed.
It's
it
simple
is.
things, like I said, flip-flops.
Yep.
You would never think throwaway flip-flops were so important for people that were burned, and it is. It's the simple things that we hope we can provide for these children.
And the 2019 Firefighter Bachelor
Yes.
auction is going to provide funds for all of this good stuff, including
yes,
flip-flops
yes,
when
indeed.
needed.
Absolutely, yep. The county has a lot of places they can distribute their money, but specifically for our profession, that's our focus. That's what we're all paid to do, is fight fire and help out children and families in need. So this is why we focus specifically on the burn center, because that's us. We get them at the beginning and we see it through to the end. And even when we walk out of there, I can't wait till we go tomorrow and get to see all these kids and be there with them. But that's only, hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, however long we're there. But the TVs, that's going to stay there. And it may seem small. The flip-flops, that's going to be there with them. It's a small little amount that we can give to them in such a horrible time for them, but it goes a long ways. That's the big thing. That's what we do it for.
And they'll also remember that it was you guys who cared enough to raise the funds to get the stuff, to bring it there to make them feel better.
One of my favorite things is to get the group text messages about breaking a record in the money that we raised from the previous year. I absolutely love it.
It's our goal to break our record every year.
Okay, well, it's the 2019 Bachelor Firefighter auction. It's coming up Saturday, June 8th, 7 o'clock start at the Foundry inside the SLS Hotel Casino. In studio today, it's James Johnson, Karen
Yes.
Cutolo, and Chris Gremse.
Yes.
All firefighters.
Yes, we are.
You guys all involved with the auction? What's the deal?
Of course.
As a
These
matter of
two
fact,
gentlemen
we are.
Putting yourself up for bids, are ya?
Yes. Yes.
For a good cause.
For a good cause.
As they were saying earlier, we try and break our record each year with the money. So that means each year the firefighters, the Bachelors got to step up their games and make that night that much more fun, that much more worth it for the people attending. So you got to make sure you come out on June 8th and see how we better ourselves from last year.
It's very memorable. And
Yes. We have to entertain well, whatever that means. We have to bring a great package.
You're going to bring it. I know you will.
Yes.
So I've been on the website. I see that tickets starting at $50.
$50 for general admission. Yeah.
I also noticed when you spring for one of those VIP tables, not only do you get all this good stuff, you are being served by a firefighter.
Yes.
Good Lord.
Champagne, firefighter. One of our packages includes a 3-night stay at the SLS. So if you want to have a full weekend girls' night out, that's what it's about. Our VIP tables, you also get a pool party and a VIP, what do we call it? Pre-party before the auction.
The
You get
meet
a little
and greet.
meet and greet. That's what our big tables are for. And yes, we do have early bird specials right now.
And there's going to be a lot of photos.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Lots and lots and lots of
Not just selfies. I want somebody else in there with
Yes,
me.
and we will be
Preferably
there
a
for every
few.
photo. Absolutely.
It sounds like so much fun. And what a great cause. The Firefighters of Southern Nevada Burn Foundation. You may have come across the fire truck. I know I've been out at Walmart's over the years on the radio saying, bring out your stuff. They're collecting it. We're stuffing a fire truck. People turn out and just lay out the toys, the gifts, the stuffed animals, because it's such a wonderful cause.
Yeah, this Las Vegas community is just awesome. They are givers.
I've been here now 27 years. Wouldn't live anywhere else.
I was born and raised here. I understand.
The 2019 Firefighter Bachelor auction, Saturday, June 8th, 7 o'clock start at the Foundry inside the SLS Hotel Casino. One of the things that we do as part of Talking Solutions is we ask, what can we do to help you?
You know what I would love is, let me give our website, which is theburnfoundation.org. And our Instagram is #AfterTheFireIsOut. Get that word out there. That's what I want from you guys.
We're here for that reason. By the way, Karen, we always have links and information on our Talking Solutions Facebook page, along with a podcast of our discussion today. James, same question to you. What can we do to help you?
I have to agree with Karen. Everybody could spread the word through social media. That would be perfect. And of course, purchase a ticket, purchase a booth, purchase a VIP table, make a donation.
Plan to be there. And Chris, not leaving you out. What can we do to help you?
Continue to echo it, get the word out there, make sure that everybody knows about it. Obviously, it's a girls' night out thing, but guys, come too. Purchase some of the packages. Feel free to take your wife or your girlfriend, buy a ticket, buy a table, and then once you get there, the thing that we ask most is just enjoy yourself.
Yes.
Take it all in
Absolutely.
and enjoy yourself, because it's a great night out, and it's going to make you come back year after year after year.
On the website, I noticed that we have tickets for women, tickets for men, and some of the guys I know in this building would specifically buy tickets to an event where there's going to be a lot of ladies
Over
there.
500 ladies there.
Those are some smart gentlemen.
Yep.
They're smart. Yes,
You got to
indeed.
compete against some firefighters, but you know what? There's plenty to go around.
There's only so many firefighters
Exactly.
to go
The odds are
around.
still in your favor.
It's a good time. Coming up Saturday, June 8th at the SLS inside the Foundry. It's the 2019 Firefighters Bachelor Auction. All of the money, and it's going to be a record breaker.
I hope so.
Yes,
I know
indeed.
it, Karen.
Yes, it
Yes,
will.
indeed.
Going to benefit the Southern Nevada Burn Foundation. Is there anything I'm forgetting?
No, I really think that we've hit everything. And I appreciate your time. This is awesome.
You guys are so
Thank you
much
very
fun.
much.
You're like a party in a bottle.
Yes, we are. And we're being reserved right now.
Absolutely.
actually.
This
We
is
are
very
on our
tame.
best behavior
Very
right now.
Best
tame.
behavior. We're on field trip behavior like
That's right.
elementary school.
Yeah, where you go, I'm going to behave for now.
I know.
June 8th will be recess period.
You're bottling it up till then, aren't
Oh
you?
yeah, absolutely. We're saving a little bit until then.
James Johnson, Karen Cutolo, and Chris Gremse.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us today on
Thank you
Talking
for having
Solutions.
us.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Terry.